All right, here we are doing our top games of all time, top 40 games.
This is our personal top games, so, don't get too mad at us, but this is our own likes.
You're allowed to get mad at us because I specifically, I wasn't prepared to record this today, so I kind of had to rush out my games list. I don't know that I'm forgetting anything, and the order is kind of sloppy, so bear with me on that one.
Sorry not to screw you over. I had this ready a week in advance.
Yeah, it's awful because I was the one that told you that you should start doing this thing.
Yeah,
and I didn't. I was telling a friend so many times. I was like, "Oh, I should start doing my games list."
Yeah. Okay, well that's fair.
Yeah. All right, whatever.
So we're gonna start with honorable mentions, and I will kick it off.
We'll have honorable mentions dispersed at the beginning of every 10.
Okay, so Mario Kart DS.
Mm.
Honestly, that's my favorite Mario Kart. You can say what you want. I didn't play a lot of the other ones as a kid, but Mario Kart DS was the first one I owned, and I always had a blast playing it. So, honorable mention.
I didn't really play that one much, but I do remember playing it on the bus ride to Florida.
No one is better than Shy Guy.
Poop turd! Never forget Poop
Who
turd.
is Poop Turd?
Alright, my honorable mention is going to be Fibbage. And, I'll also throw in Drawful in there, even though I haven't played it, but I figured it'll be a lot like Fibbage, because I've seen it been played. Fibbage is just so much fun. Like, every time we play it, it's so much fun. I regret putting it at number 10 and my top games of 2014, but, it's a great game. It needed to be mentioned. So much fun.
And I would like to just get this one right out right away because I feel absolutely terrible because I haven't played this game all the way through, but from what I've played, I've pretty much loved it. I just don't feel right putting a game on my list that I've only played for 2 hours. BioShock. It's about time. It's been like 6 years where I've been telling everybody that I'm gonna play this game.
It's been 6 years of people telling you to fucking play BioShock already.
Finally started playing it, and I haven't played it all the way through.
I mean, it's only 8 years old by now.
Yeah, so I finally played it. I haven't played enough of it. I love what I've seen, but it's not gonna be on my list for that reason.
Well, I'm glad you at least mentioned it.
Yeah.
My other honorable mention is going to be Toy Story 2. I played it on the PlayStation 1. This is one of the games I played as a kid, and it was really fun as a kid. I don't know. I haven't played it since, but I figure it would still be a very fun game to play.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, on to the actual list. So, kick her all off. My number 40 is Resistance: Fall of Man. Boy, did I have a lot of fun playing this game. Matt on the channel is the one who introduced me to this game, and the first time we played this game, I think we played it for a legitimate 12 hours in a row.
Hot damn.
We had so much fun playing this game. It controls beautifully. You care about the story. It's so cool.
Maybe you care about the story. Sorry.
That's fine. Everything is so cool. That game was so hard, too. Oh, man, and every time Matt would just kill me with hedgehog grenades, just by accident. That was a disaster. Once we were just jumping on the bed, and then he accidentally hit the grenade button and stuck me in the face with the hedgehog.
You two talk about that game a lot, and it's one of those things that makes you upset. I didn't play it as much, and I didn't enjoy it as much as you two did, because it sounds like you had such a blast, and it was just all right for me.
It was a lot of fun. I loved playing that game, and I would love to get back into it. I just recently bought the trilogy for PS3. I'd love to get back into it, maybe play Resistance 2. I played a little Resistance 3, and it was okay, but, 1 was the one that really stuck with me.
All right. Fair enough. My number 40 is Fallout 3. Fallout 3 I played and beat a long time ago, and I beat it on accident, actually, because I got trapped in the last room, and I couldn't leave, and then when you end the game, it doesn't let you free roam anymore, and so I got kind of angry that I couldn't just keep walking around. And then, unfortunately, I couldn't bring myself to, get back and get immersed into the game. And I couldn't get immersed into Fallout New Vegas, so that's kind of why it's so low, but I really did enjoy my time playing it, and I liked the isolation and just wandering about a wasteland. It was, it was very calming. It's been a while. I keep thinking that I'd like to get back into it, but goddamn, the engine is so bad. Everything is just so clunky, but
Put that game on my top 10 of games I need to play still.
you're not gonna play it. You don't like RPGs, but you should play it.
Okay. All right, my number 39. This is the only 1v1 style fighter I'm going to have on this entire list. My number 39 is Soul Calibur 2. Soul Calibur 2 was one of those games that when I was really young and I'd go to somebody's house and play it, and it's like the most addictive game ever because it's like, oh, smash all the buttons, kick the people. Oh, it's so fun.
Raphael with the stick.
Shut up. And then, like, you mean Keelik with the long ass stick, and then Raphael was just a dickhead? Raphael is so unfair.
I played like one game of Soul Calibur 2, just throwing that out there.
Anyway, I got the game, like, I think it was a couple years ago. I got the game, and I played through every game mode, and I was like, this is a lot of fun. This is exactly how I remembered it. I cannot play another Soul Calibur. I tried the original Soul Calibur for Dreamcast, hilariously, and I didn't like it that much. And I played Soul Calibur 3, which I also own, and I loathe that game. That game gets so hard so quick. I don't even get it. But I think Soul Calibur 2 was like the perfect balance. So much fun. You could just bring a friend over, and you'd be good at the game, and your friend could still kick your ass just by hitting the right like combination of spammable moves.
Button mashing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I love Soul Calibur 2. It's a fun game, and everybody should try and play it if you get a chance.
Yeah, if you like one-on-one fighters.
Yeah, I know Calvin doesn't.
Nope. All right. Number 39. Remember how I said this might be poorly arranged? My number 39 is Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. Oh yeah, you still haven't played that, have you?
No.
So, yeah, this game was another integral game of my childhood that I liked a lot, and it was endlessly replayable. I do remember at some point in my life I did get, what is it, like 102%? Like, I got it, and then I got the extra gems, which were, I was proud, I was glad. It was a fun game. Haven't played it in a while again, but it needed to be on this list for the amount of times that I've played it and replayed it, and every time has been enjoyable.
I guess that's something we need to mention about this list. We are absolutely allowing repeats. So, like, this isn't a one game per series thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If we think a game is amazing, like, parts of series are amazing, I can tell you right now, I have an entire series in this list.
Nice.
So, well, okay, most of an entire series. We'll get there. Anyway, but yeah, we thought that if something's fun, if something is wonderful, it shouldn't be left off just because there's another game on the list.
Yeah, I think I only have like 2 or 3 series that have multiple ones, but it still had to be mentioned. We can't lump everything up into one series and have that be on the list. That just doesn't give it justice.
So for my number 38, there's one thing that I like to play, and I like to call it unrealistic sports games. Unrealistic sports games are wonderful, where you can just do ridiculous shit and have just a blast. My number 38 is Super Mario Strikers.
Oh, yes. I actually do quite like that game.
Super Mario Strikers is so much fun.
Yep.
It's just such a goofy time. It's not so much fun if you're by yourself, but if you just get a second person to play the game with you, you can just deke and just... Who was it who was the worst to get slammed into the walls? Like Birdos?
Oh, yeah.
You like slam... We would just keep deliberately deking them into the wall. And then they would just... You'd hear all this... Calvin also got this beautiful strategy of sitting on the edge line and just...
Half court, every shot. Just arc it perfectly into the corner.
Fucking Gator didn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah. I do not have that game on my list, but that game is a lot of fun. I figure if I had it and spent a lot more time with it, it very well could have been on this list.
Yeah.
All right. My number 38 is Crash Bandicoot 2. I'm sorry. I didn't know which one was better. They're both so good. And so I was like, I'll just toss them both on here. Pretty much the same game. I mean, you don't get a bazooka in 2, but it was also the first one I played, so it holds a little bit of a closer spot to my heart. But, I love it. I love the running away from boulders. I love the environments. I love the music. I love pretty much everything about that game. Again, haven't played it in a long time, but it's still very fresh in my mind.
I've played it more recently than you have.
So
it was good. I liked what I played.
It's a good game.
It was good.
38 worthy.
My number 37 will be shocking considering how much time I've actually spent this year playing this game. My number 37 is Far Cry 4.
Ooh.
I love a lot of stuff about the game, but I don't know what it is that's making me put it so low. I mean, it plays well. Driving controls are butt if you watch the Far Cry series.
Shout out to Far Cry 4 Aftermath. I mean, I'm great at driving. Don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who's terrible at driving. You throw grenades when you don't want to throw grenades.
No, I'm great.
But, I mean, really, the story's just whatever. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. And all the stuff you get, it's so much fun to get stuff. I guess I put it this low just because I played the game for the side stuff, and maybe I got so frustrated because the game wouldn't give me one fucking achievement that I did like 4 times, and just wouldn't give it to me. So yeah, suck it, Far Cry 4, you're only 37.
Alright, my number 37, keeping the trend with classic PlayStation 1 games, Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon.
Alright.
Have you played that one? No?
Nope, but I have the collector's edition.
It's very fun. I really liked it. I'm a completionist, and I didn't really have a Nintendo 64 as a kid, so I didn't really play the collectathon games that Rare made, but I did get to play a lot of Spyro the Dragon, and that filled my perfectionist attitude, and so I really liked, playing through, getting all the gems, getting all the eggs, and, it was a lot of fun. There was a skateboarding segment. That was fun.
I know you like skate.
Spoiler alert, come on, man. So yeah,
I didn't say you love skate, I said you like skate.
Spyro 3, great game. I should play it again. I probably won't, but I'll talk about it.
Number 36, put on here because gotta put it on here. It's 007 GoldenEye for the N64.
Yeah, I hate you.
GoldenEye. I love GoldenEye. It's so much fun. It controls so great. I need to play that game now that I finally bought an N64. I need to play that game more since I have it. I just play through those missions, have a good old fun time. I honestly have nothing more to say about it, but as kids, multiplayer was wonderful.
Yeah, as a kid that did not have a Nintendo 64 as a kid, I do not feel nostalgic about that game. I do not give a fuck about that game.
Bro, fucking sniper butt duel.
Get the fuck out. We spent 10 minutes.
It was so fun.
We took out one chunk of armor. That's like a 20th of your health in 10 minutes.
It's better chopping. Seriously, you couldn't hit that swivel.
The swivel,
Once
man.
you learned how to do the swivel, everything was okay.
All right. My number 36 is Crackdown.
Hey.
Played that game first on my own, and I just remembered, it was like a pretty fun game. Nothing to write home about. I enjoyed it. And then I played it again with Matt, and I'm like, wow, this game is actually really fun. And I'm like, really enjoying myself. And then I played it again with Ducky, and I'm like, wow, this game is still really fun. It has absolutely a lot of problems. Aiming kind of sucks. The game likes to have you aim onto vacant cars when there's like a guy shooting rockets at you. You're often when you have to climb up buildings, you'll often just get hung up on the lip at the top of buildings, and then you'll just fall all the way back down. But it's still just a lot of fun running around roundhouse, kicking cars into people, throwing cars into people, throwing doors into people, throwing people into people. It's a lot of fun. So much havoc.
The game is a lot of fun. Okay, my number 35 is gonna sound silly as shit. I'm gonna say it, but you know
where
what?
The silliness starts. Huh?
Sometimes you have to admit the game is well made. Sometimes my number 35 is Madden 2007. I love Madden 07. You know what? As a kid, I played that game so fucking much. I went through a franchise mode where literally I was every team and I played as every offense, and I would just switch the controller every time I switched to offense. I went through almost a season and a half like that.
Wow.
That is a lot of games.
Yeah.
I'd play like 3 games every weekday afternoon.
That's pretty telling about,
I play that game a lot. It's just a well-made football game. Madden 07 is so clutch.
Is that the best Madden game?
It is the best Madden game and the only game on this list, and I'm so sorry. And I would say I'd even add the asterisk that Madden 07 for the PS2. I wouldn't even say Madden 07 for the Xbox 360.
Eat your heart out, Madden 25.
Eat your heart out, every other Madden.
Eat your heart out, John Madden Football for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Go on.
All right, my number 35, also an entry in a series with many entries, Mario Party 2. You know, I think you might hate me for this choice, but I played this game a lot as a kid.
I don't hate you because I had one really good drunk experience with that game.
Wah, 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 wah. Just like mashing the taunt button.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah. No, but yeah, Mario Party 2, get drunk, play it with your friends, watch them all get really angry at you. I remember I played a game of Mario Party recently where I started off really well and then everybody hated me. I lost eventually, but everybody still hated me. So like, you know, that's the magic of Mario Party.
I don't know why everybody would hate you. It's so much fun to play that game drunk.
It's pretty fun.
So they just don't even care.
They just got mad because they didn't win and everything, and then I ended up losing. But whatever. Very fun game. If you turn off your brain, you know, you have to let yourself just give in to the whimsical stupidity of it all. Mario Party 2.
Oh, great.
Thumbs up.
So my number 34, as Calvin says 100 times, I haven't played this game in a while. My number 34 is Super Mario Galaxy. I loved Super Mario Galaxy. That was like one of the games. This summer, I'm planning on playing Super Mario 64. Spoiler alert that that's not on this list. I apologize, but this summer I plan on playing Super Mario 64. Super Mario Galaxy was just so great and vast, and all the levels were so awesome. And I just remember like wanting to. Excuse me over there?
No, just keep going. I'm sorry. I'm sick. I'm sorry. I'm sick.
You sound sick.
Go. Keep going.
I just loved traversing all the areas. It was so cool playing all these space levels. It was like the themes were good. The power-ups were good. The game was just a blast. It was one of the first games I had for my Wii. But I'll never remember, or all I can remember is just having a bunch of fun with that game.
I never played Galaxy, obviously, because I never had a Wii. I don't give a shit about the Wii. But
you need to have a Wii, dude.
Shut up.
So you can have Brawl.
Shut up.
Good enough.
Galaxy is one of the few games that I've heard to be really heralded as being a really good Mario game, really good Wii game. So I don't doubt that it's very good. I just haven't played it. Don't really have an interest in playing it, but it's probably good.
You gotta, because you gotta burst with snacky happiness.
I bet that's funny.
Fuck you. I'm funny, damn it.
Alright, my number 34 is Guitar Hero 2. The best Guitar Hero game, in my opinion. Also the only Guitar Hero game on this list.
Whoa! Spoilers, but whoa! Really?
Yeah, Guitar Hero 2 is the best. I mean, granted, I was one of the few people I know that started with Guitar Hero 1 and then played continually all the way up. And so, Guitar Hero 2, really good. Really liked the songs on that game. Really liked a lot of things about that game. And, that was when it still felt kind of... It still had like a charm to it. It still felt neat and concise. And everything about it was still, pretty well done, I think.
I love Guitar Hero 2. Guitar Hero 2 was fantastic.
Really good game.
Honorable mention, Guitar Hero 2. Okay, number 33, I'm going to go with a weird, obscure, out-of-left-field game that no one has ever played, but I love it. My number 33 is Space Channel 5 Special Edition. Have you started playing Space Channel 5 yet?
No, I do not actually have a PlayStation 2 right now.
What the fuck, dude? You could have told me that.
I didn't think about it until I started driving home.
I lent Calvin... Who has a PS2?
Abby.
Oh. Did you put the cover back on? Or did you just give her...
I was like, here, this is how you put it. Take the magnet off, put it back on.
This is how you play LSD. The only game you're going to play.
Honorable mention, LSD.
Honorable mention, LSD. Anyway, Space Channel 5 was originally a game released for the Dreamcast. And I bought that game because I heard about it and it was decently cheap. I'm like, okay, I'll play that game. It was an hour that I was completely surprised that I loved the game. I was like, wow, that was amazing. So I looked it up and found out that released only in Japan was Space Channel 5 2.
Ooh.
By the way, this game is an hour. That game is an hour long. If you fuck up, it's more than an hour. But if you don't fuck up, it's an hour. Because this game is a rhythm basically the game is Simon Says. The whole game is Simon Says with rhythm, but the rhythms are so complicated. It's actually fun, and the game is beautiful. But I put Special Edition on this list because they re-released a PS2 port that included the Japanese, or that included Space Channel 5 2 with a North America release. Because that's why they made Special Edition, to release them both to PS2. I played through both of them, even though I played through the first one on the Dreamcast, and I realized that it was... I realized that the game was exactly the same. Like, nothing was changed from Dreamcast to PS2 port for the first game, but the second game I hadn't seen, and the games are actually decently different.
Oh, wow.
Like, they're both Simon Says rhythm, advanced rhythms, but like they added all this crap to the second game. The game's beautiful. Controls are a little, they'll fuck you over, but the game is beautiful, and it's just something that I want to mention because I really do love that game. So if you ever see Space Channel 5 for really cheap for the Dreamcast, I would definitely recommend it. I know Dreamcast D-pad is not very conducive to playing the game, but it's a butt, and it's what you have to use to control the game. So I'm amazed I made it because it gets really hard at the end. But yeah, Space Channel 5 Special Edition, definitely recommend it.
All right, my number 33. Also, very unknown game. Not all of you might have heard of it. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Good for you.
When we first started making lists, like top games lists and shit, however many years ago, at least 3 years ago, this game was pretty high up on the list because I had spent so much time playing this game with my friends, over and over, just do Galactic Conquest, Instant Action, all this shit over and over again. And then, the more we played it and the older we got, we realized this game is like kind of way too easy for us. Like, even on elite mode, this game is way too easy for us, and it just kind of gets boring. And so you have to start doing stupid shit to make it entertaining, like play as the Dark Trooper the entire time with the shotgun.
As a rocket launcher guy.
Even when you do stupid shit like that, you do really well.
The only way to have fun in the game is to kill Matt. Because he hates it so much. Because Matt always has kill deaths of like 10 to 12, and then you just put a rocket launcher up his butt. The
one death in this entire game is the one time Ducky killed me. It's really funny.
And then I would always go for worst, and I would have like negative 50.
You would always do worse than the bots.
We would do Space Channel fight, or Space
Channel fights.
Oh, sorry. Jesus, I'm stuck on my last pick. We do space battles, and I would literally go into our ship and blow up all our shit just because it was too easy, and I would have like negative 160 points.
But yeah, we kind of had to make the game fun in our own, improvisational ways. But it's still a very solid game. How old is it now? 11 years by now, but still deserves recognition. Still fun. Hopefully, this next one will be as good as we all want it to be.
Oh, we've been dreaming. I'm really sad though that there's no prequel action in there. I want to fight droidicas.
I want to play as Jake Lloyd.
That was Jake Lloyd.
Isn't that the guy that plays Anakin Skywalker?
Oh, nobody ever played. Oh yeah, real funny. Yeah, you can start the story mode from the Phantom Menace, and you're fucking whatever. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
My number 32 is way too low for the quality of the game pick. It's just, I'm sorry. Number 32 is Donkey Kong Country.
Hey!
I love Donkey Kong Country. It was so much fun. Who cares? As a kid, I played it for the Game Boy Advance. I still love the fucking game. And the bosses on the Game Boy Advance are way better.
That's probably true. From what I remember you saying in our glorious Donkey Kong Country playthrough.
Watch a Donkey Kong Country playthrough. Anyway, the game is revolutionary and wonderful. I mean, it was just so much fun. I remember just playing that game like over and over again because it was so fun. The mini games on the Game Boy Advance were blast too. There's like this crazy fishing one. It was so fun. But I guess other thing I was gonna say about Country. No, I just played it so much as a kid, and it was such a good platformer. I really love Donkey Kong Country.
Very, very solid game.
Very, very great game. Play it if you never have.
Yeah.
For God's sakes.
My number 32 is Halo 3. This is the only Halo game on my list because this is the one that I've played the most. I really enjoyed my time with Halo 3. I played it a lot before I had an Xbox. I went to a friend's house and we just played the campaign over and over. You know, doing stupid shit, playing entire levels with skulls. Fucking around with Forge a lot. At that time period, I really liked Rube Goldberg machines, and so I was trying to just have a bunch of things trigger other things. Of course, it didn't work, but it was kind of fun.
It was a shot.
So yeah, we had a lot of fun with Forge. Had a lot of fun with multiplayer. I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and it was the only one that I really had and played through completely, at the time at least. I mean, eventually later I went through and I at least played through Halo Reach, and I thought that was pretty good too. But it didn't have as much of a connection, and I don't look at it as fondly as I do with Halo 3.
That was a fun game. Me and Reese used to always play Halo 3. It was wonderful. And then once I went to his house and his Xbox was in pieces. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Okay, final for this video. Number 31 goes to Uncharted 2, Among Thieves. If you didn't watch our top games of 2014, wow, that took me a long time to remember. You didn't watch that list. I talk about it in so much depth in that video, but I mean, out of the Uncharted series, it had the best story. It had the best story to gameplay, because what's funny about the Uncharted series is it does kind of work. The stories for 1 and 2 are about equal. The story for 3 feels a little bit less, but the gameplay for 3 is the best. Of the games that had the best balance of gameplay and story, 2 wins. I loved 2. 2 was so fun. I think it was the only one that didn't have a freaking supernatural element. Because
No, it did. It did at the end.
Yeah, but the supernatural guys in it were actually like people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no, the final boss. You're right. Damn it. What am I talking about? Anyway.
Honorable mention, Uncharted 2.
Oh, that sucks. Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 was a blast. I'm glad I played it last year, and I cannot wait for Uncharted 4.
Yeah, I forgot that's the thing.
Yeah. I'd make you play Uncharted 3, but you don't have a PlayStation 3, piece of crap.
Well, I do. It's just bits. My number 31 goes to Downhill Domination. Very, very fun extreme mountain biking racing game. Introduced to me by the one and only Ducky.
You're welcome.
It's so much fun.
Mention, Downhill Domination.
You forgot it.
No, I didn't forget it. It's an honorable mention.
It's actually an honorable mention.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's actually an honorable mention.
Nice.
So I'll say it right now. I loved Downhill Domination as a kid. Unfortunately, I just felt like the game's just a little bit too jank to put on this list.
Absolutely not. So much fun.
It is so much fun.
It is so much fun. We still have to do a playthrough of that.
Oh, I'd love to do a playthrough of that.
So, Downhill Domination. Very fun. Very silly. 100% awesome.
100% awesome. You're right.
All right. Is that all you have to say for this?
That's all I got to say for this.
All
Tune
right.
in next time.